Hello and welcome to this video titled How to Create Course Sections and Manage the Curriculum. So it's a fairly easy three-step process, which starts on your landing page. The first thing that you'll do is head into your program where both catalog and area for creating course sections is located. So first step is to find the course inside the catalog that you would like to add to your course list for the school year. So in the upper left-hand corner will be the menu app, and you will find the catalog under the resources section. This area allows me to browse any of the content located in the course catalog for our district, and then explore the content, decide if it is in fact what you want or need to use for this school year. You can do that by heading to the search field. And for example, if I wanted to create an English 9 section or a civics course or a US history course, this is where I would first go to locate the course content. So I am interested in adding potentially a US history course to my course list. Now you're going to find a variety. The more specific you are in the search field, the more it will narrow down your choices. But I know that I need a US history semester B course. The first thing I'm going to do is pull up the content and just spend a few minutes looking at it. I want to look at the unit topics. I want to see how many units are involved in the course. I maybe want to take a look at the pretest or the syllabus. That is all located and can be accessed by clicking on the name of the course. And this just allows you to view any of the curriculum that once you create the section will be part of this course section. To get a better view of just the units, you can use the plus and minus signs to the left of the folder, shrink and or expand the units. So I normally start by shrinking them and then maybe just expanding unit one by one, right? So I can take a look at the pretest. I can take a look at what is clarifying big activities, and then you go right into the module sequences. Tutorial, mastery test, right? And that sequence is followed throughout the course. At the end of each unit, you may see two additional pieces in addition to the modules. You will see a unit activity and you will see a discussion piece. All of what you see here, with the exception of the mastery test, can be omitted when we begin to manage the curriculum. But for now, I just want to look at it and see if it is in fact what I would like or what we need in our course for our district. The syllabus is always going to be located at the top as well, and that'll give you a more complete view of what is inside the course. So once I decide that the units in this course are what we need or want for our US history course, then I can come back out to the curriculum, and over on the right-hand side, so step 2 is heading to the new section link. And now I'm going to create a section for the 26-27 school year. So you'll see first displayed the name of the course. So that's the typical naming convention for Edmentum courseware courses. Starts with the name of the course, semester A and B, which can be changed when you actually go to create the section. And it will always end with the version of the course. And so this is US history. In our district, we use semesters 1 and 2. And then this is for fall 2026. This end part is optional, but can be helpful so that you know which course sections fall into which year. And then you have the option at the end of the year to kind of deactivate them or archive them if you want to create new sections heading into the next school year or the next semester. It's always going to default to the start date that you create the section, but I know this is for the beginning of the school year. It could also, let's say this were for summer school potentially, right? So maybe, well, let's do the start of the school year. So let's just say this course is going to start in August, and maybe the start date is August 10th. It will default to no pacing, but I know that I want pacing. I want students to see target dates. So I'm going to add an end date of December. Maybe our end date is December 19th. Now the course will be paced out for students and it will be displayed on the teacher dashboard between August 10th and December 19th. The person that creates the section will automatically be listed here as the instructor, but you can add as many instructors as you like. So if there's multiple instructors attached to one section, that is completely fine. And then there is the option to set a mastery threshold on any of the mastery assessments, but this is normally done through the administration center for at a larger level, maybe at the program level or the account level. So you won't need to really move any of this information here. And then you've got two options down below, but I know that this section is not coming live for maybe 5 or 6 months, and I don't have my student list yet. So I'm going to save it without students. But if I wanted to add students, I could go right here to continue to students, browse the student directory once they are added, and enroll them in the course. But for right now, I'm just going to save this section. And what did I not do? Oh, I see what I didn't do. I didn't have the right year here. Those little pieces are handy because it kind of will give you a clue about any missteps if you're not paying attention, which I was not. So let's go December 18th, 2026, right? So it was telling me 25 is before 26. So those kinds of little things are handy if you're in a hurry, but simple fixes. All right, so now I have created this course section in my Southern High School course program. So that's where I'm going to head. And then it becomes part of my entire course list, right? So let's go US. I'm going to go once again to the search field. So I've gone from the catalog area. Step 2 was creating the section when I entered all those fields. Now the section will appear in this course list. And here's the course, semester B. There probably was already a section in here, but I've just created a new section. I will show you how you can notice the difference, but step 3, we're about to undertake step 3, which involves adjusting any pieces of the curriculum that we need to adjust. So how do I know which section I just created? The start and end date will be located under the section. That always kind of gives you a clue about when it was created. But over here to the right is the view curriculum area. And this is where I'm going to be able to apply global curriculum settings for the entire section. If I open that up, at the very top of the course section is the global curriculum settings area. There are 6 things listed as part of global curriculum settings for each section. They are the same for each section: discussions, teacher graded activity, mastery tests, pre-tests, post-tests, and end of semester test. Everything you see here, you are able to omit, hide, or lock, except for the mastery test. You can omit an entire module, but you cannot omit the mastery test by itself. But let's say I'm in a district that does not want to include any discussions or teacher graded activities, because we just don't do that in our credit recovery program. Maybe they're included if we do initial credit courses, but in credit recovery, we do not include those. So I just want to omit them all. Changes, then I'm going to go over here and save changes again for teacher graded. Anything I've omitted then will show me that it's been removed in the omit column. And so everything, which for the purposes of this demonstration were the unit activities and the discussions, have been removed from every unit or every place in the course. Anything that you do omit will be omitted from the post-test and end of semester tests. So if you decide to omit, let's say, post-Europe and the Cold War, which I can do over here as well, right? I can omit the entire module sequence for post-war. That will take it out of any of the assessments that are part of this course. So I hope this was helpful and gave you just a little taste of a very easy 3-step process for creating course sections.